Ooh-wee! Hello and welcome to another Squad Rivals match. I'm here, Weird Madac. I will be co-casting later on today with Django. Make sure that you catch the multi-stream link for seeing both of our points of view as we do a dual cast today. Bit of a faster pre-game than I would have otherwise liked, partly because the scheduled match that I was going to be playing, BOB, or I was going to be casting BOB versus SigTac, unfortunately has been cancelled due to low numbers from SIG, who have forfeited the match. Let's get straight back down onto it after that bit of a rushed, thrown together new cast for us to find, but I'm sure it's going to be great. We're going to be playing on Eurivka, and we're on AAS V1. So you can see the large map here. GB versus Russia in a fairly vehicle-heavy round. So the previous match was on Kora, infantry-focused, small skirmishes, lots of tight engagements within areas. Eurivka's almost the complete opposite, so it'll be interesting to see how the teams adapt to that. So I've left this up with the vehicles so you can just have a look and see just how many they are. And honestly, I believe that the British are at a severe disadvantage when it comes to vehicle play, just in terms of the assets that they have. Let's talk a little bit about the tanks. Tanks, actually relatively well matched. I'm not a vehicle player, so unfortunately I'm not going to give you a lot of great insight into the Vics themselves or their particular strengths and weaknesses, but what I will tell you is I'd much rather be sitting with the BMP and a Spandrel rather than 3 warriors. So the warriors themselves, fairly tough IFVs, relatively good maneuverability, not as fast as the 30 mils, not as useful, I would suggest, as the 30 mils. They are deadly to infantry squads. They're not going to be playing against infantry squads, they're going to be playing against a BMP and a Spandrel, who will tow missile the crap out of them. So if you're playing on the British side, it'll be interesting to see how many teams actually take what is fairly expensive assets out into the field and where they play them. You might see them being played much closer to their infantry, much tighter, and inside some of the objectives. 2 helis on the map, 3 lodges, and actually quite a lot of options here in terms of for what teams would like to play. So we have a fairly even split across the map. Eurivka being the mid cap, British caps around West Stepney, East and West Novo normally, Russian side with the Petrivka triangle, and then moving on into the mid cap. That's where it should happen, but in reality it doesn't. These 2 caps are just closer to Russian main, to getting a good landing spot, than they are British. So I expect to see the vast majority of at least the initial conflict centering on West Stepney, and it will be which heli can get in there first, put down their FOBs, and their squads being able to dismount properly and effectively. The other things you might see in the openers, the British trucks obviously are a little bit faster. They might be able to do a little bit of damage if they're able to get into these areas, but the problem is British trucks, before they start to get seen and engaged, the maximum they can get to is here, and that's if they're really lucky. More likely they're going to be spotted as they hit this kind of shaded triangle, shaded square at the bottom here. They could also try and do some kind of weird flanking maneuver, but actually that's just pulling a whole squad out for a really long time. I expect to see a scuffle over West Stepney, which we'll go into in greater detail, a scuffle around these woods, and probably a scuffle around West Pet, because if I was the British, I'd be doing something ballsy like trying to rush West Pet, maybe with a bit of a delayed rush, but a rush all the same. Russian, they have the advantage on this map as far as I'm concerned. They've got a fairly quick and close set of 3 caps to take, that even once their last cap has been taken, all those assets can move on to an active objective really quickly. The British, obviously, if you've got a squad or a transport truck or anything that's down here in East Novo, by the time you actually get them up here, you've lost the impetus or the advantage there. So let's move on to the West Stepney. So if I drop this out, West Stepney cap, probably the most important one that we're going to be playing around today, both in terms of vehicle play and infantry. Now I'm focused here on infantry. Vehicles will probably be playing much further out than in and within the cap. The only exception is I would perhaps expect to see a warrior trundling up and into these buildings, primarily because it offers protection against the long-range spandrels, but also because they can do some serious damage in these closed little compounds where their rounds are able to fragment off of the various walls and through a lot of the wooden protection that the infantry might otherwise have. Expecting to see the British, which are coming in from this angle, the Russians coming from this angle. Both teams, I would wager, will be using helis to approach this point as it's pivotal for the whole match. Russians choosing one of two fields to land initially, potentially also into the lake, or lastly, depending on if they think that they aren't, depending on if they want to do something a bit funny, or maybe put something a bit safer in terms of a first initial push over into this compound that you can see on the right. I, out of the three of them, probably prefer the radio to go into these kind of areas at the back here. It gives you maximum distance to be able to try and put something for your previous cap, while also being able to put a useful hab down, which gives you access along this road, or at least into these compounds where you can then fight across the intersection. Key parts of the West Stepney cap, as you can see here. This compound typically has an FOB in it, and the gas station typically can have an FOB in it. Both are good staging points to attack, and good points to hold this overall cap, which extends pretty much around here. I prefer, obviously, the barn in the bottom side, and where you're able to get access into this kind of big set of 6 compounds, which controls the vast majority of the cap, but it also gives you an easy and covered access route to be able to try and get some fire down this main road. Now the main road is going to be important. It manages to split off quite a lot of the chunks, let's say, of the cap. Where would I expect to see some engagements around here? Well, probably you're going to be sitting in this area, and some flankers heading it along. Now, let's see, did I actually manage to get... So let's split off of here for a second. Oops. And let's re-add that back in. So unfortunately, in all of the hubbub, I seem to have managed to forget to put in my my view of the Rivka cap. But nevertheless, let's move on to the infantry side then for this cap. So I'll drop off West Stepney and bring up here. So Rivka, mid cap, again, very important cap. You'll probably see GB playing around either the swamp or trying to progress in this side, or if they do manage to get a stranglehold on West Stepney early, they'll be pushing in through these reeds. Rivka is a great cap, actually really well constructed, primarily because of the multiple routes in and out of Rivka that provide a fairly diverse way for teams to aggressively assault the flag. We've got this forest around the outside, you've got the reeds across the bottom, and you've got this kind of forest and valley kicking about on the east side of Yarivka. This means that to effectively control Yarivka, there's not just a single choke point. Now, it's fairly obvious that you're going to have people coming in from the south, but to be able to control intersections and the main roads, so you're looking for this main road to control it, but you need people on both sides of Yarivka to be able to spot that out because of the way that the hill lands. And you probably want to make sure that you don't give away this valley, because as soon as you do, trying to dig out the rallies from the northeast, pain, real pain, and will continue to cause hassle. That being said, if the enemy manages to get a fob up here, and it's hidden, that's going to be even worse for you. So I expect to see people scouting outside of Yarivka, looking for the aggressive attacking fobs and calling them out to kill them. Like I said, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a fast pre-game. I am co-casting with Django today, and I hope that you'll be able to join us on the multicast, where we'll be both sharing our experiences of the game. Stick around for the intermission and the end game. I hope to have a wee treat for everybody involved, and I'm looking forward to what I'm sure will be a close and competitive game. Until then, I'll leave you with the scoreboards, and then I will jump back on when we go to game live.
Madac's still away, I guess, or
I'm here. I'm just swapping over some settings.
You're here? Cool.
Yes, hello
Just
there, Django.
walking over now. So.
Yeah. Just about to roll into live?
Yep. We are getting started now. It's going to be Bloodbound starting off on British, and it's going to be Northwolves starting off on the Russian side.
I'm going to be really interested to see how the teams set themselves up with their lodges and helis. Expecting all the helis to be used where possible, but
I wouldn't expect. I would expect one of them to at least be used for ramming, for slowing the enemy team down, especially on the big map like this. Be interesting to see what they do with it, though.
Spoken like a true heli pilot there, Django.
Yeah,
I would
you
much
know I
prefer to
always
use
turn around.
much prefer to use the helis to actually transport people and supplies rather than kamikaze. But maybe that's just me.
I mean, they only respawn. Takes 6 minutes to respawn, and they're only 5 tickets. So if you could take out their chopper and stop them from supplying a kill fob, or stop them from supplying any other fob, then it'll be interesting to see what they do. And how it goes on for this match.
Возьмите командора.
Уже взяли.
We have about
Голосуйте лучше за него.
140 seconds till we're out of the staging phase here in live.
Кандидат от
So it'll be
рода.
interesting. It seems like on British side they're using all their warriors, and each warrior is its own squad as well.
Very interesting.
They are also loading up both helis with at least a full squad, and they're taking 2 lodges out of main, 1 commander, one of the lodges, and then a 3-man with 2 sappers in the other lodge. Probably gonna be some rushing going on.
That's exactly what I said
on,
during my pre-game. I expect a British rush here because they're going to be fighting the natural advantage that the Russians have on this match. The Russian side is loaded up both helis, not quite with full squads, but I think they're playing with 6 or 7 men in each of them, so pretty full. Every vehicle is used with the exception of one of the 30s and perhaps even one of the lodges that's been left.
Well, they may be saving the 30 for a later date if they lose a BMP.
Yeah,
They
so
might just use it as support.
Scout car is also being left behind. Spandrel obviously being used.
Вячеслав, дельфина высади на первой
The
точке.
BMP and Spandrel advantage on this map, how critical do you think it's going to be to how this game plays out, Django?
I think it's going to be a big advantage because if the Russian side could use their vehicles effectively, they could keep the British off the southern hill of Septon and keep them from supporting the infantry.
Yep. The British warriors playing into. I'm actually interested that they took all 3 warriors out. It seems like a fairly expensive use of tickets when you've got threats like the Spandrel and the BMP both roaming the map.
I just want to apologize, Medic, because I had my mic muted there from when I was doing a little intermission there. So of that got caught on my stream, but it's fine.
Well, hopefully it's all worked on mine, and between us we'll manage to get it to go.
As we go live here now, Cortelli's revving up.
North Wolves versus Bloodbound and Friends. Round 1 has started. North Wolves leaving main, all rushing down the road.
Same on Bloodbound side, and it looks like the Warriors are going to be wolfpacking together at some point. So we'll be seeing them sticking together, trying to go for that BMP, looks like. I don't think they're going to be going infantry in the beginning, at least.
Some hardcore rubber banding going on here, but we persevere.
Yeah, I felt that as well, but matches do only last 60 minutes, so if it does last to that time, we're going to have to end it, and it's going to be based off how many tickets last, in a sense.
Looks like both of North Wolves' helis coming in to land on West Stepney.
Same on Bloodbound side, they're coming in to land on West Stepney. The North Wolves helis are both going in for a super aggressive push. They're going for the barn on that south side of the gap.
Landing both helis close. Dismounts from all sides.
So North Wolves has the advantage here. Helis glorious taking off the ground. one heli being lost for North Wolves.
Did the second heli on Gold's heli also
he did
being
it.
dropped?
Bloodbound
man.
heli ran into their own trees right now as well. And Bloodbound are sort of just in a field. They're stuck right now. North Wolves has a really good hold.
This is
They're
this
just
is horrible
waiting.
for Bloodbound.
Yep.
One heli at least is still alive, so they are able to
I
drop
don't know
that
if he'll be able
FOB.
to take off though.
I
I don't know if he's going to be able to take off again.
Yeah,
Because he might be too close to trees.
he might. Bloodbound looking to make some moves towards the gas station to prevent this North Wolves from wrapping around. Bloodbound actually doing some good work here, limiting the amount of damage, staying alive, staying hidden, trying to push up.
Volley's going up on that north
Whoa!
barn as well. Heli going down.
Heli going
Whoa.
down from tow. That must have been a spandrel. It looks like North Wolves are putting their hab in a much more sensible place from the Logi. None of the helis were used to actually drop an FOB in that case.
I think they just use them for a rush.
Yep.
And it really worked out for North Wolves. Like, they just have control over that southern side of Cap. And BB just has no answer. They have to fall back and try and get some sort of bomb.
Here we go. This is their answer. This is their answer here. In comes the Warriors, looking to clear out some of that infantry. Buck Nasty
One of the
taking a
Warriors
shot.
is hit already. Might be tracked now. He's still up.
No, still up.
They just gotta
Still
be
moving.
careful. They gotta be careful not to be tracked. That's gonna be the main thing for them right now.
They know that a heli has just gone down near the location from the spandrel. That should have been called out.
You also see, is that a sapper trying to sneak around? That's Squad 7 for North Wolves sneaking around on the southeast of Stepney. Try and get behind and wipe their rallies from now. 2 guys against probably most of their team right now. They're going to meet up with.
Let's take a look from the skies at the map. So if we just drop across onto my cast view, so you can see, as we talked about in the pre-game, the compound on the south of the cap looks like it's got really good control by North Wolves. They're even taking control of gas station, with Bloodbound left to the open spaces, no real fobs, nothing really to do here, and in a terrible position. Let's have a look at
We also
other
see,
caps.
we also see just Bloodbound trying to push through a field, which is just not going to work. They don't even have control over gas station right now, which is going to hurt them.
They are going to
This is
lose
not
so
really
many
working
tickets
out.
here, Django. This
Yep.
it must be really punishing for them.
One of their warriors is getting ordered as well right now. And he's tracked as well, south of Stepney.
Yeah.
He's just a dead man waiting to move around. One man, Captain America.
Bloodbound dropping a new FOB very south of Stepney. Very south of Stepney.
Look at where the BMP is moving around right now as well. I think he might be trying to move around towards the west side of Stepney. He's firing out of tow at Warriors right now from his position by the north T intersection as well.
Klim's taking a position up on the eastern side of the map on the hill. Will have great angle on those warriors. They need to be really careful here.
Yeah, that BMP position is really good. I'm surprised they could even see from there towards the south side of Cap Fields.
Bloodbound has actually
Taking
made
out
a
one
little
of
bit of headway into the cap, using the warrior as a proper infantry fighting vehicle. Bit of mechanized combined arms here. It is firing blind, however.
We're about to see the one warrior and one BMP potentially go head and head on the southwest side of Cap.
Oh, 30 and Friends takes out Bloodbound and Friends.
Also, Bloodbound sort of resetting, getting a fob on south side of Cap, south of
But it's
compound
so
across
far
the
away,
field.
Django. It's and they've got to
No.
cross so much open ground. BMP.
I mean, they could cross through the forest at least, but they need to sort of gain some foothold, some sort of advantage right now, which they're having trouble doing.
Yep. That little advantage that they had up in that center intersection,
BMP,
Stepney, just been annihilated.
BMP for Russian side is going on the southern hill. He's going to try and just look for their fob or look where they're spawning right now. Taking a really nice vantage point, probably.
Well, it has no natural enemies at the moment. Everybody that could
Yep.
really cause it some problems have either been destroyed or they've got exact info on where they are. Spandrel and BMP now have a good crossfire on those hills, so...
Vandrel's about to see the warrior on the west side of Cap right now. About to see another warrior go down, so that's going to be their third. As it gets taken out by Spandrel, I think, instead. Sure.
I managed to miss that one, Django. Need to take my streamer badge away. BMP taking out a couple of infantry crossing the road. This is the danger. Waspy going down.
They're not spawning on that rally right now. BMP didn't see it, but that could have been really dangerous. Taking one hit from left.
Single
Didn't
hit
get
from
tracked
front.
though.
Oh
And
man,
goes down to... What's that, a hat? What was that?
must have been hat. Maybe Nilsson got him? Oh no,
I'm not sure.
potentially one of the guys who just spawned on the rally. Abe or Booyah.
You see, Bloodbound's trying to get a Logi around to East Stepney right now, trying to move around, trying to find a different angle from where they're being pushed on that south side of Cap.
They've got to do
If
something.
they can get this down, it's actually going to be a nice spot placement. And all the NW players, Northwolves players, are on that south side of Stepney, just unaware of the east and unaware of anything coming in from their flanks. Their fob's basically undefended as well if they could get to the north side right now and take that out.
Zima looks like he's had a fun time. Wolvo holding the flanks. Zima going to ground. Calls on his buddy. Wolvo again drops one more. Looks like Pravich just takes the last man off that full side. And the attack on the south of Stepney has peered out here.
Bloodbound Northwood's also dropping a fob on that southern barn of Stepney. Placing another just attack fob. Trying to just hold Cap.
10 ticket kill advantage to Northwolves at the moment. I was actually
So
expecting it to be a little bit higher.
Bloodbound is sort of just has a toe by Nova right now, and they're looking over Stepney from it. They have a really nice advantage, and they can just see the entire Cap almost in that one position. They also have a Northwolves also has a Logi heli just flying around. Novo probably trying to mark that mortar fob for airstrike or for the arty barrage when that comes up.
Looks like Abe managing to get down onto FOB. Oh, hello. The hab was never dropped. Oh, never built up.
Yep.
Captain America now with the dig.
They don't really have anyone nearby per se. These mortars are coming in from Northwolves right now. On that southern fob, trying to stop them.
Bloodbound looking to get a nice flank around the north side of Cap. Nobody from North
Do they have a
Wolves.
sapper with that group?
Let
don't
me
even know.
let me check.
Nice.
No, they don't have a sapper, but they have at least a squad, and you see 3 guys on that fence ending that north hab, but
Only Gandalf
I don't know if they're going to be able to see them at that.
Yep. Does he have the situational awareness to see them?
Питбуль,
I don't think Gunter saw that
Spotted.
happen.
There you go. He should be spotted. Yeah, I don't think they have.
I think Gunter... He
There you
just
go. Big-
walked right past him.
Gandalf fighting all by himself. Thurimil now looking to cover that flank. Gets a nice hit from Dimple.
By a lot. He goes down.
A lot of people are now spawning up on this. Looks like the hab's safe for another day. Let's return to the south
So we
side.
have one guy up. They're reviving. This is the hab right now.
Looks like
A
Captain
lot of
America
players
took out the
around
fob
that
on the
hab
south,
with
so
that.
this is their only major spawn here on this West Stepney flag, which still has not been capped.
They do have a fob on Mihimka, which they could shift over quite a
Fob is now blocked. Fob is now blocked. They are proxying it.
They're about to lose that proxy.
Proxy's
Fob's
finished.
not proxy anymore.
Eden goes down. Morzik.
That
Fob's
fob's
now
to be
proxy,
safe for
multiple
another day.
spawn, and they've managed to once again keep that under control. Susan looking to push out and clear it.
Look at the South Hill right now. We have 2 players from North Wolves, Civil and Jank, just going on a scouting run almost, and they're just looking for where the mortars and where they're spawning from. And they're probably gonna mark it and then just shift over.
There we go. North Wolves taking the West Stepney cap. We now have the ticket bleed starting.
Yep, 245 to 318 currently. We do only have a 1-man command squad in right now.
Mortar's landing nicely on that FOB on the north side. Of,
Madac,
Cap.
how many people are in your command squad, by the way? No?
Don't actually know. Two on command squad. Looks like A10's
We have,
coming in
one man.
on a really
Bloodbound.
interesting angle. Onto the northern hab.
Look how close the Bill's getting to this Novo hab right now.
They've actually, Bloodbound's taken a really nice chunk. That is fairly ineffective A10.
Did that even hit? I didn't even see that hit.
No, completely missed.
Yeah,
Commander there
it bugged
wasting
out.
that. He needed to drop it either on the... You needed to drop it from north to south through the window, or use his UAV and try and spot out the radio there. North
Both
Wolves
of
now have
Bloodbound
woken up. And
Both
North
of
Wolves...
Bloodbound's fob may go down here soon. The Jank sees that fob on the south and may go for the radio data. And then we have Seville on Novo trying to get towards the radio and down, but it's blocked by the hab right now. So it's gonna be interesting. As an airstrike taking out the hab. Oh. And now Seville just has a free slot to get inside.
North Wolves have woken up to the attack on the east side of West Stepney. They're pushing pretty hard to try and clear out this aggressive fob that Bloodbound used to fairly effectively reset the cap and split Northwolf's attention. They've unfortunately had to drop a lot of the control they had over the south of cap into Stepney.
Yep. I'm surprised Seville on the Noble Fob isn't going for the radio yet. I thought he would push it a little quicker. He is. But I guess he's taking a larger approach right now.
Well, Janke is just calling in the mortars onto that radio. Well, onto the hab, waiting for it to go down before he pushes in and tries to look at the radio.
They're a little off though. Mortars are landing a bit off to the east. So I don't know how effective that's going to be. Also,
Seville's now pushing
on. 30 mils on that hab to the east right now.
Yep. Seville now just doing combat NG things.
Yep.
He's pushing around the south side to see whether the hab's been placed at the away from the radio.
Northwolves knows where the fob is right now for Bloodbound on the east side of Stepney. And they're pushing hard towards it. They have 3 guys for it. How's the Novo cap right now? What's happening with the Seville right now? Did he go down?
What's that, sorry?
Madac? Did Seville go down?
No, Seville's still there. He's just looking for it.
What a move right there. What a move. There's Moors who snuck in to the hab right now. Just pushed right through like 3 guys who didn't even notice him. They're like 5 feet away. And the radio's down 1 stage now, so it's probably gonna be a lost hab.
It looks like
they have no spawn close.
Looks like Janky has killed the hab, but he hasn't actually gone for the radio. He's moved away from it, maybe searching the fob radius.
No, he should have been on the radio. He should have seen the radio.
He's moved right past it. He's moved right past it. Moro back in his chopper.
You see, look where the Spandrel is as well, prepping for the tanks coming up in any minute now.
Django, I don't know if it's your mic or my mic, but apparently one of them is peaking.
One of them's peaking?
Yeah.
That might be mine.
So, I don't know if I'm coming through louder than you might normally expect, but Janky is still searching for that radio to no avail. It's right beside the hab.
I haven't heard anything on my end about mine peaking though, on my stream, so I don't know if it's something to do with yours.
Looks like Calvin Harris is maybe being spotted out as he tries to get that hab back up to the south.
Still going back on the Nova Fob as well.
Bloodbound
right
doing
next to the radio.
Yeah, Bloodbound doing the normal thing that teams do on this layer when they are stuck. They've put down the Swamp Bog fob and are pushing through the lake. Now it'll be interesting to see if they go for the fob on the north side or if they actually try and sweep up into the Rivka and Cap and clear that out first before moving down.
It looks like one of the squads, Squad 2 on the Bloodbound side, is going straight for the hab, and Squad 3 is going straight for the Cap. So they might do a little sort of shake and bake where one of the squads draws the attention and then the other just pushes straight in.
We'll get back to that in a second. Managed to make his way up there yet?
Waiting still.
He must hear that radio. He must hear it. Look at the slow.
Yep. Calvin Harris for Bloodbound is digging up their hab again. Wow. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're
Come
going to be
on,
able to do
Seville.
with that hub and the Fob West as well.
Cootie would have had that radio down by now.
Yep. He's taking his sweet time, which
Oh.
is hurting the team.
Now that the has back up, Jenk is heading back to it. He probably sees the radio. He's seen it. He hasn't checked the hab again, and multiple people have now just respawned. Oh, your time is short for this world. Both Calvin Harris and Nilsson run away, despite the radio going down. Some impressive map awareness from those two.
Bill killed the Bloodbound member on the mortar, but then he ran away immediately. There are two guys pushing in. I thought he'd go for the dig or something. Could have probably gotten the C4 down at this point.
Looks like Bloodbound have started their aggressive attack onto that fob on the north side of Cap, with the second team pushing into center Cap. Much slower, actually.
That
Oh,
north.
Looks like radio will have been spotted. Instinct taking out Kronos and then getting immediately refragged by the
Thermal for
by the third.
Northwoods is doing work on
Yeah.
that west side, just taking out taking out most of the push as well on that radio. So I
The
don't know if
radio
they're
now
gonna be able
will
to
be
do
marked
that
though.
anymore.
They know that the radio is there. They've got one guy left nearby.
They need to get
Rob and Urfer.
They need to get a sapper to sneak in right now. Sumari on the Bloodbound side is sneaking into the radio for Yahimka, and there's a guy right next to it as well. Sumari just running around, running away right
Bloodbound
now.
actually has the control over that center cap of West Stepney. If you just have a quick look at how many red names you see versus blue names.
Yep. That fob again going down to the south of Stepney as well. Most of their guys off cap. Samurai taking out both guys on that Yahimka fob. He's gonna get the radio as well. So that's gonna be their mortar fob gone for Northwoods, and they already know where the fob is north of Stepney. So if they could wipe that, they could basically take out all their spawn and just take the game almost.
This is a dangerous place. I think that they're gonna really struggle to turn around this. North Wolves has got such a big ticket lead here. You know, they've already bled them out quite a lot of the tickets.
Possible though.
Oh
It's
yeah,
still
definitely
possible
is.
for them to win.
Definitely is. They
And
can
then to
still
turn
win this
around, if
round,
they
but you're
could-
not going to see a big swing unless North Wolves
If
collapses.
they could get the 60 ticket advantage and the 60 ticket flip on Stepney and Yahimka, that could be basically a win for them. That could be a big advantage when it comes down to it.
It still will. It'll just reset them back to close to neutral, with both teams neither not having FOBs near active objectives. They'll
But
be
it
around which
also
team
give,
re-rotates the fastest. North Wales taking, trying to push back into the cap. It's actually looking pretty even at the moment inside cap. Oh,
BTR going down. Is that
BTR dropped by the
going down?
toe, I think. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Theramil was dropped by toe. Heard it come in underneath me. That's a really nice snipe there. That's beautiful trigger pull there.
That
Who's
toe
on
position,
who's on the toe?
it's John. It's John for Bloodbound on toe right now.
John for MVP. Let's have a look at this toe position.
Yeah. It's just in the hill. It's barely. They're barely able to see it, and you can see basically the whole of Stepney.
Oh, that is
Really
nice.
a great position.
I mean, I would like to have
The
less
issue is
fog,
that,
but
we all know people need, goggles. So I mean, I don't think fog is a big issue. Let's be honest.
It is for some of us, Django.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Spandrel didn't take a pop there, but maybe he doesn't want to give away his position. Klim waiting for the tanks. It's interesting.
Seville's still taking like pop shots at the Novo fob, but still like unable to get inside. He's taking his time, but it's like, is it too late at this point?
He's
Because
just
if he had that down, they maybe could have just pushed in.
not providing any pressure.
Yeah.
Bloodbound
Any
now in a
consistent
really good position here. A double-pronged attack onto this northern fob. You've got guys on the north, and you've got guys on the west coming along the ground. Northwell's in a bit of a perilous position. If they lose this FOB, they are
Yep,
going...
you see just on the west side, sort of Bloodbound gaining some ground, and then sort of just Northwell's poking at it and trying to push back towards it and gain back that ground and take out their fob.
There we go. Susan will have spotted that FOB that they're using to attack on Swamp.
Is he a sapper? Or
marked out.
Gee.
They
can't mortar it down, I think. Because of
he's
placement. Yeah,
empty.
it's in a building.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice placement. It's the kind of, it's where you would expect to see it at this kind of stage of the game. It does give them a nice place to push into lower pet if they wanted to, or if they needed to. But unless they take down this west step of the fob, they're just gonna be bleeding tickets here. What's your prediction?
No.
Halfway through this game, where do you see it going, Django?
I think if Bloodbound can take out that north fob, then they're gonna have some trouble. But if they can, they could maybe steal this game from Northwolves. I really think so.
I think this is going to be a strong Northwolves roll. I think that every time Bloodbound's managed to get a little bit of pressure, Northwolves have come out firing, and their bullets have been hitting.
But I mean, we've seen sort of mistakes from Northwolves. Like every time we see someone pushing behind one of Bloodbound's fobs, they keep sending like an MG or rifleman instead of a sapper, which is sort of perplexing.
I don't understand that at all. If you want somebody to be sneaky, send the sapper. Mudlick there,
and
taking out Nilsson.
We've seen Northwolves sapper always on a Novo for most of the game, and he's been unable to get it. Like now, he's not even near the cap. I just don't get what their strategy was.
Now, from that really strong push that Bloodbound had on an excellent position, all of a sudden the entire pressure has disappeared. Northwolves in full control over their fob, in full control over the cap, and actually Bloodbound is very much out of position with a single line of attack. Let's just drop onto the whiteboard here. So you can see that the only fob has been spotted and a single rally pushing in for this fob. Their only angle attack is across the lake, and that's going to be really tricky for them to do now that Northwolves know that they're going to be in that direction.
We also see sort of Northwolves setting up just to sort of sit with MGs and try to snake out Bloodbound as they push, instead of sort of being proactive and sort of pushing them. They're just waiting for them instead of the opposite.
I think Northwolves are maybe a little bit shaken by that push that they went off flag and they lost the fob on the south side of cap. And they've now decided that they're just going to hold up on the center cap, take the little bit of ticket bleed, and play with the advantage on the vehicles that they had. So rather than pushing off, I think they're playing really safe here. Bloodbound
lost a chopper to the tank at Upper Pet. That's another 5 tickets lost. They're also calling out that tank, like somewhere by the Upper Pet. He's called it out. But like still, like Northwolves has absolute control over Stepney. They're just spreading out real thin and using their bodies as like warnings in a sense. And when one dies, they just shift over.
They just
And
swap.
that's how you have to play. Yeah.
It looks like that whole northern flank now, Bloodbound. Waspy and Tina. Oh no, Tina's down as well. Wasp 103. Yummy, the only ones left. Wasp goes down. And the rally is away as well. Northwell's now spreading out much more onto that west side of West Stepney. I'm actually surprised now that this has been called out. UAVs above it. Commander will be looking for an airstrike onto that FOB.
Bloodbound is calling out that there's some really bad desync, which is sort of a feature in B19 now. There's not really anything servers will do about it in general. We also see sort of Bloodbound leaving all their vehicles by Novo and sending their tanks sort of east towards the hill.
BMP just went for a little drive-by on that FOB. They definitely know that it's there. Ooh, Hardy dropping center cap. A nice desync from the from when I opened map as well there. A walking
It's nice
artillery
arty, but
barrage.
they have. So it's nice arty, but they have no one to really push in and do anything with it. Like that's the issue when you have no control over a flag or a certain area of the map. You call in a barrage or you call in a arty strike, and what's it gonna do? Just delay them a second, and they're gonna just regain control.
Well,
You have to
even
be
then,
able to
they
immediately
maybe got
defend.
2 or 3 kills from that, tops. Whereas, actually, they know where the FOB is. They should be looking to just get an airstrike in through this window, or in through this door on the FOB and taking that out. It's been called out, the commander has no excuse not to be dropping an airstrike through that door and killing it. That would be much more effective. Arty is good, it looks pretty, it looks like you're doing a lot of work.
I think
But actually,
Spandrel,
Useless.
the tank for Bloodbound has been spotted by the Heli Moro on Northwolf's side. So we may see the Spandrel trying to get a view of it.
Yep,
Trying to
Spandrel's
sort of
already moving.
get sight.
Yep, Spandrel is already moving.
Bloodbound's tank already getting hit by Northwolves.
Yeah, Northwell's managed to get a shot away at it.
They missed the second.
Missed the second.
Bloodbound's still unsure where the shots are coming from. Looks like they're just running right now.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to screen themselves as much as possible. Ooh.
Northwolves again missing.
Yeah, tank's being called out in the Northwell's command chat. I know where it is. Buck Nasty. Searching through the trees. See if he can spot his prey.
Northwolves is really sort of using their helis effectively as sort of just scouting vehicles. And they're just fighting like Vicks like the tank just with ease right now. I'm surprised sort of Bloodbound hasn't tried to take out their choppers or
I mean, Buck's
done
looking in the
something
right
to try and
place.
counter.
I don't know if he can. He's just not seeing him. We've got a couple of Bloodbound people. Oh, in all of the excitement, we've missed the push onto that bog cab. The last ditch attack fob from Bloodbound.
If we're honest, like that pop was lost 5 minutes ago.
Warrior's dropping down on it. Warrior coming into its rescue, managing to hold it off once more. Radio must be down a stage because everybody nearby is dead. Yep. Radio's down to last stage. Warrior's raining in. Bloodbound.
Do you see that warrior like northwest of West Pet, by the way? What are they doing with that?
What's that?
What are they doing with the warrior northwest of West Petrivka?
I don't know.
They're like trying to cap that road south out Maine, but it's a little late for that, don't you think?
Well, not just that. I mean, why would North Wolves be heading that road? They're only going to be heading that road if they're losing or getting pressured. Lower Pet or West Pet. Neither of those is happening. So, why be there?
I wouldn't be surprised if Moro in his chopper doesn't try and call in a arty strike on that Novo fob for the commander of looks like Bloodbound's tank is trying to get a shot on him as well, take him out, but he's just flying too well for them.
Bloodbound once again throwing their bodies at West Stepney, playing only off of rallies now. In fact, are they playing off of rallies? Where is their spawn? Abe all by himself. Not a single spawn. Shit, disconnects.
Did someone disconnect? Yeah, 2 people disconnect for Bloodbound.
Looks like they've managed
I
to
don't know
get
what's going on. This is gonna be have to talk about later when the game's over. So.
during the intermission. It looks like they do have what can only be described as a flanking hab for West Stepney. I mean, it's a trek to get onto active cap, but I mean, it is there.
Look at this push right now as well, south of Novo from North. Singer Riley, like in the forest, and the spring fort guys in.
This is it. This is it here. Now that North Wolves know that they've got complete control over the cap on West Stepney, they've had a couple of minutes to reset, and now they're looking to just bleed off the last few tickets from Bloodbound.
North Wolves looks like it got a connection, but.
Are you making sure? Are you reffing this and making sure that they're reconnecting onto the right sides?
Oh, looks like they are reconnecting onto the right sides for now.
This is gonna be fun. You might just have to watch that, Django. So yeah, so let's get back to this North Wolves attack. Volvo, Opanda, and Pravich 209 looking to get in on the south side of cap. They know where the hab is.
We'll also see the Spandrel on the west side of Novo trying to spot that tank. It's already been spotted by the heli, and the heli keeps just flying around, but doesn't look like Kim could really get a shot.
What? Oh, that's a bunker. Oh, I thought this one was a hab for a second there, but it's not.
No, that's a bunker.
That's a bunker, and the hab's at the back. Oh my goodness! I've just spent the whole time looking at that.
Did you think that was the hab?
What? Yeah, I haven't even bothered looking at it close. All right. Arthur digging down his mortar. Yeah, digging down his mortar. Big Eden taken down by Volvo. It looks like it's only one squad, maybe even only a half squad, looking to just harass and bleed tickets. Maybe give some time for Seville to do some work. Seville popping up on Arthur. Ooh. Counter-fragged by Ned Raven.
Spandrel wasn't able to see the tank at
Volvo's
all.
dropped the last one. Oh no. Pravich goes down. Ned Raven takes one more. Volvo looking to take the last one. Don't think he knows where it was.
They can be spawning in. Whiskey and they get wiped there.
Yep, they've been wiped. Hab is spawnable. Multiple spawned immediately. And that was the death sentence for Volvo. Let's have a quick look at West Stepney once again. Bloodbound.
It's actually... No, Bloodbound took out that fob north of Stepney. And they have a fob southeast right now. They could potentially flip the cap. and get 30 tickets back in their favor. 65 to 234, maybe a little late, but
Well, every ticket counts,
do it.
Django. Every ticket counts. Stops the bleed
Be helpful.
and gives them that 60 ticket swing, which is a big deal. Northwell's looking to hunt out the last couple of people that are inside cap, so they still control
they're
cap,
just pushing.
and they do have a fob. It's interesting, actually, just because of how far away the Bloodbound FOB is, the Northwell's Rivka backup fob is still closer to cap than the Bloodbound attacking fob. So they're just walking back onto cap and reasserting pressure, taking the frags and denying revives. Let's actually check what the revives are looking like at the moment. Oh, exactly even. Well, that's interesting.
In terms of kills, though,
Yeah, I mean,
favor of
Northwolves are
Northwolves.
really dropping ahead. Wolvo, one of the standouts there. Played with him a few times. He's a good guy. Mayonnaise managing to get a good score line, as well as Morozik. 30 IQ
The
for sure.
Spandro for
Love it.
there's an arty barrage about to happen on Novo. It's going across the hab and the radio. I don't know if it'll do damage. It might get it through the windows though, depending on where it hits.
Wars are landing
Takes
as well.
down the yeah. It could also take out the tank. Where is it? It could also take out their tank and their launches. Oh, this could be actually big. for
Ranging
Norfolk.
shots haven't come in yet, though. That's just mortars landing close.
Yeah. Now
Here
they
it
have.
comes.
That's the first.
Oh,
Second ranging shot. Tank's still sitting. I don't know if
managed
he's
to
gonna
drop
grab away.
one. Yep, tank's moving off.
Will it be in time though? Will
Here we
get
go.
out of that bubble?
Yep. Now that was a nicer arty.
That's more effective, Art. Wow.
Holy! That's at least 6 or 7 kills just straight off the bat.
Big question is the radio getting damaged in the arty?
I don't
Right
think
now
so.
it seems not to be.
I don't think so. I think that radio is pretty safe. Yeah, just to remind everybody, we are, yeah, radio is safe. Just to remind everybody, we are multicasting. Make sure you check out the link, it's on the Discord. Both myself and Django both streaming our POVs for this match.
Looks
Northwell,
like Bloodbound did find the are moving towards a rally to the south. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down here shortly when Northwolves spawns. Mass spawns.
ooh. Wolvo has a tank and a couple of people between him and his objective. Northwolves, again, RT was good. Managed to get quite a few kills, probably more effective, but still did not actually provide suitable pressure on the cap that turned it from one held by Bloodbound into one held by Northwolves. Moro coming in on the West Stepney cap, looking to drop that fob.
You saw also this Northwolves every time Bloodbound has tried to push, they've sort of gotten white immediately.
Yeah,
It's going
Northwolves
back
are
to
just
this thing of being proactive and sort of moving off when one guy's hurt or etc.
It's not just that, it's just slightly better shooters in Northwolves that have dropped.
Yep.
Don't know, do you... We've got... I mean, there's... The guys in Bloodbound, there's a few of them that have done well as well. There's a few that have done particularly poorly. Losing...
The radio is actually, if you look on the Himka, the radio could be dug through the wall because of its place. Samurai moving in though for the radio inside the building. I think he might have been hurt though. Going for the trade, yeah.
C4 just went off on that radio.
У них нет линии самолета.
On East Novo. Sapper managed to eventually get in. Tank is taking
It's
a little bit of
about
damage
time.
as well, but the radio's not down. He didn't dig it. He only got C4. There was a trail of bodies heading in there, so
It's about time he got it. Like,
looks like
he's been going for that the whole game and been
oh,
just
Pravage dropped by the tank.
sort of,
Wolvo dropped
an
by the
issue.
tank, probably actually by the ricochet off of Pravage's body going through Wolvo there. Wild shots by the tank. Oh! Oh, I heard that toe.
Did John disfire it.
I heard that toe. So toe fired.
I think
tank,
he spotted it.
yeah, tank is on repair station and is damaged. Is he taking another shot or is he moving? You would have thought the Spandrel would have dropped another one by now if he was going to do it.
Yep. Looks like John saw the EMP as well. East of West Stepney.
I heard another toe,
got it.
but those
Oh.
were miles away.
Можно самолетом мультик, скажем так.
No, that was I think the toe that hit John and hit
Я могу
North
тебе
Wolves
прямо
and
сказать,
BMP.
если хочешь.
I think John got a side of it and sort of just pushing around right now. East side.
У меня фуловый отряд, мне все нужно.
Давай я тебе кину трубочку. Тандем сейчас расскажу.
Yep.
Maybe the
testing
Spandrel's
for
out of ammo right now, and he might be going back to his main.
maybe.
That might
Yankee
be
looking to
something.
head for that super wide fob,
Мне тандем, дайте тандем.
which is... Are
Давай
they
я
digging it down themselves?
Да, давай тандем, я освободил место.
Ah, they are, I think. I think they're digging it themselves. Booyah looking to...
They might be trying to conserve tickets.
Yeah, I
know
think
it's
they
only
are.
10 minutes left in the roundabout, so don't have much left.
Well, they know they've only got 30 tickets. They know they don't have a lot of time left. They're 10 minutes in the round, yeah.
About 11 minutes. It ends at 1 hour exact. So
Yeah, so they've got plenty of time, but they know they've only got 30 tickets. So I guess they don't want to lose those 30 tickets to things like
Hurt rounds.
vehicles or FOBs. Moro looking to just spot. Yep, Hab's
You
been
see
called
also,
out
like-
by Moro, but it's just been dug down immediately. I'm actually working Bloodbound's favour because they'll be pushing towards an objective that isn't even there anymore.
we also see this rally just south of Novo, just being
Wolvo
pushed.
going into
'Cause
Davil.
They know exactly where it is.
He knows he's there. Drops Dark Dancer.
That rally goes down by Calvin as well
Право
now.
теряли, к сожалению.
It's job by him.
Yep. White. So this is probably how the match is going to end. We've got Bloodbound with a fairly iron grip now on East Nova once again. North Bulls looking to just probe out of their cap West Stepney. I expect to see a couple of skirmishes as we just tick down on ticket deaths.
John, Bloodbound just lost their commander as well. He just disconnected. There's something going on with the server. I don't know what, but
Мультик
It might be
уводится.
worth
it's
a-
going to have to be discussed later.
It might be
Or,
worth a ping
admin.
to one of the
Yep.
tournament admins. Losing your commander halfway through that's a big. Well, obviously it's only 10 minutes of the game, 30 tickets in it. You know, I don't think it's gonna affect this round. If it was to lose
But I mean,
next round,
they've been getting disconnects the whole game, so
yeah, not ideal. Looks like a couple of the North Bulls have managed to just push in and clear out that old Hab location. Kronos playing
I think,
chicken with Booyah. Oh! Kronos just getting the better of him there. and then scurrying away before Abe takes him back.
К нему трубы не прибежали туда.
10 раз профитнее, Бар. 10 раз профитнее. Отправки ебаные, 30-ку, блядь.
Yeah, it was your stream that they were talking about making, so I'm not sure.
Was it that I'm clipping?
I guess so. But I mean, it could be fixed. I mean, that's why, you know, we're casting to sort of fix issues and etc.
The 15 minute the 15-minute delay makes stuff like that much harder.
Yep. 3rd tickets left, 8 minutes left in the match. Bloodbound gaining control now on Stepney. So, on Novo, so it really doesn't look like there's going to be much happening in between now and the end of the game. Samurai's still trying to push in on that Yimkafa, but I don't know how good that's, or really how effective that's going to be with only 31 tickets left. Let me just ping the staff as well.
So what do you expect Bloodbound are going to need to do to turn this game around for the next round? What would you want to see them play?
I want to see
Russian?
them try and play way more aggressive and try and basically go for Novo. Potentially even in the beginning and hold off that cap and just gain control so they could cap Stepney with 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah.
Like if they could sort of get Novo and back cap them all the way, they could win this game. But being down by almost over 200 tickets after the first round, that's really rough, especially on a map like Horvica, where it's like every ticket matters, and you have 1 ticket game sometimes, or it depends. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's difficult to come
I
back.
always do think the Russians have the advantage on this map, and I mean, I think Bloodbound, their start, the double rush with the helis that didn't make it into cap, they didn't get an FOB down off of it, and they just got pushed out on that open ground, really killed them. If they're going to do something like that again, if they're going to go for an aggressive helo, they need to make sure those land, that route has to be perfect, their landing has to be perfect, and I'd like to see those 2 squads play together a lot better as they push into a cap. Both teams, I think, sensing a lull in the fighting, knowing that it can't be too long left. I think just waiting for the 5 minutes to clear up there. Yeah, Buck Nasty heading back to base. Ooh, a little scuffle over there on Yorivka. But Samurai looks like he went in for a quick.
Yeah, he
view.
didn't get it though. I don't think. Did he?
Nope, got popped out.
No, he got the radio Yuka, I think.
Oh, you're right. He did get the radio on Yorivka. I take it all back.
Unless they dug it down themselves.
No, Samurai was inside the building.
Yeah, but
he's
he just said in
inside.
team chat that they might dug it down. I don't think he got down fully on
So maybe he pushed it, took it down a little, and then they've dropped the last of it, knowing that Yorivka's safe. They don't need to give away those 10 tickets. Both teams just kind of waiting. think that the bloodbound vehicles, all of the warrior drivers this round, they probably didn't do particularly well. Let's just have a quick
I
look.
think they played. I think the Warriors and their Vics just they tried to flank too much and overthink things instead of just trying to go for the enemy Vics and try and spot before like pushing into their deaths.
Yeah,
A lot of times we saw their Vics just going into like 5-6 guys out of Northwoods and just getting wiped immediately.
John once again disconnecting. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree with you. I think that the Warriors were probably not used as effectively, partly because the infantry they thought they were coming up to fight alongside just got wiped before they even got there. That's how we should be using the Warriors, I think.
Madac, I just want to say, apparently the other game as well, with Rally, has similar issues with the server, so tournament staff is going to try and figure something out, and I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do, but we'll see what's going to happen next round.
So some technical difficulties for the Rivals Tournament, but Rally doesn't go down. Tank manages to
I'm
avoid that one.
surprised. You got really close to it as well. Like,
Oh, Ravage! You know he hasn't seen you because he hasn't killed you.
yep.
Why even bother running? Now it'll be interesting to see whether or not Casper or Buck comes out. Oh no, they're just covering, waiting for Frisk to come along and secure the ticket.
Got 21 tickets left, 2 minutes left in the match.
Seville goes down.
2 секунды сколько есть на...
It might go to time just because they're not really pushing. They're
No,
more just playing
both
defensive,
teams are
trying to
playing
wait out the
super
tickets.
ticket conservative now.
Bet North Wolves thinks it's a lot closer than it actually is right now as well.
пару...
Yep,
terms
I
of ticket
would be
count.
quite happy if I was in North Wales with the performance that they've gone through. Some mistakes, undoubtedly, but actually overall they've looked the better team from the very beginning.
It's also only the second round of this tournament, so they're all trying to learn what the other teams have in this game before they get to the knockout stages, which are going to be sort of the main thing, the round of 16. The round of 16 teams.
Yep.
So some teams are going to be knocked out, probably some of the newer teams especially having the 1 point disadvantage at the start. But it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens, and if someone unexpected could get into the knockout stages and win maybe 1 or 2 rounds. Like,
Are you talking about
once you get there,
a Wales World Cup kind of a drive? You're looking for
we're
somebody
talking
to
about some underdog storage right there.
an underdog
what we're
story
looking
to
for.
spice up squad.
Maybe
Mayonnaise
RB
looking
could,
to pick up a little kill on insect. Pop, pop, pop. See you later.
Maybe we see like RB sneaking into maybe the second round of the knockout stages. Something similar like that. Like, anything's possible once we get there.
Well, they're called knockout stages for a reason. One game, one poor decision, one poor rollout can actually make quite a big difference here. We head into the last 15 seconds of the game. Django, are you stopping this one? Yes?
Yeah, I'll stop it.
3, 2, 1, time.
2-4 to 17. Final ticket count for this round. They're really gonna have to do better for the next round. It's gonna have to be just a lot improved, a lot more improved on their side.
Yep. I mean, Northwolves with the serious kill advantage. Revives were actually really close. There's only 3 in it. In caps, massively more. But overall, tickets and vehicle kills accounting for the vast majority of that big swing. We're going to head
204 minus 17 right now?
187. 187.
187.
187.
So with that, we'll head to the 5-minute break.
I'm going to roll a set of clips and highlights from round 1. So drop me a note. Let me know how it goes. I'm really interested to hear your feedback on it. But I will see you after the break in 5 minutes. Northwolves winning round 1 by 187 tickets. Apologies, some technical difficulties on the stream. Typical noob. Managed to forget to press save.
Driving up.
Northwolves versus Bloodbound and Friends. Round 1 has started. Northwolves leaving main, all rushing down the road.
The Northwolves helis are both going in for a super aggressive push. They're going for the barn on the south side of the gap.
Landing both helis close.
They landed before as well, so Northwolves has the advantage here. Heli's galore just taking off the ground. One heli being lost for Northwolves.
Did the second heli, Wolf heli, also being dropped?
Bloodbound heli ran into their...
Bloodbound actually doing some good work here, limiting the amount of damage, staying alive, staying hidden, trying to push up.
Bobby's going up on that north barn as well.
Entry. Buck Nasty taking a shot.
Hit already. Might be tracking on. He's still up.
No, still up.
They just got to be careful. They gotta be careful not to be tracked. That's gonna be the main thing for them.
It's combined arms here. It is firing blind, however.
We're about to see the one warrior and one BMP potentially go head and head on the southwest side of the gap.
Oh.
That could have been really dangerous. Taking one hit from last. Didn't get tracked though.
Oh,
and goes down to... What's that, a hat? What was...
Looks like Abe managing to get down on FOB. The hat was never dropped.
Nope.
Captain America now with the dig.
Once by a lot. This goes down.
A lot of people are now spawning up on this.
For quite at least.
Bob is now blocked.
Bob
is now blocked. They are proxying it.
They're about to lose that proxy. Bob's not proxying anymore.
Eden goes down. Urzik. They've actually... Bloodbound's taken a really nice shot. That is fairly ineffective. A10.
Did that even hit? Little quicker. He is. But I guess he's just a larger approach right now.
Yankee is just calling in the world.
Я понял.
Both
Bill
Calvin
Clinton
Harris and
got
Nilsson
over.
run away, despite the radio going down. Some impressive map awareness from this team.
Bill,
Team pushing into center camp. Much slower, actually.
that half
Oh,
north.
Looks like the radio will have been spotted. And then getting immediately refragged by the
Terminal for
by the-
Northwoods is doing work on that
Yeah.
west side, just keeping out. Yeah. And going down to the south of something as well. Most of their guys off cap. Samurai taking out both guys on that Hinka fob. He's gonna get the radio as well. So that's gonna be their more.
Northwell's taking, trying to push back into the cap. It's actually looking pretty even at the moment, inside cap. Oh,
BTR going down. Is that
B-
of a sapper? Which
yeah,
is sort of perplexing.
I don't understand that at all. If you want somebody to be sneaky, send the sapper. Mudlip there,
And then
taking out
we've
Nilsson.
seen North is sort of a feature in B19 now. It's not really anything servers will do about it in general.
A nice desync from an open path as well there.
It's nice already, but they have. So it's nice already, but they have no one to really.
Even bothered looking at it close. Alright. Arthur taking down his mortar. Yeah, taking down his mortar. Big Eden taken down by Wolvo. One squad, maybe even only a half squad, looking to just harass and bleed tickets. Maybe give some time for Seville to do some work. Seville popping up on Arthur. Ooh. Don't think he knows
Back
where
online,
it was.
he's coming in. Whiskey and they get wiped
Oh,
there.
yep, they've been wiped. Hab is spawnable, multiple spawned immediately, and that was the death sentence for Wolvo.
Hey,
One. Yep, tanks moving off.
will it be in time though? Will he
Here we
get out
go.
of that bubble?
Yep. Now that was a nicer RT.
That's more effective, art. Wow.
Holy! That's at least 6 or 7 kills just straight off the bat.
Big question is the radio getting damaged in the arty? I think he might have been hurt though. He was going for the trade, yeah.
C4 just went off on that radio.
У них нет таких самолетов.
On East Novo. Looks
He's
like
been going for that the whole game and been this
Ravage dropped by the tank.
sort of,
Wolvo dropped by
initiative.
the tank. Probably actually by the ricochet off of Ravage's body going through Wolvo there.
We also see this rally just south of Novo just being
Wolvo
pushed.
going into
Because they
Davo.
know exactly where it is.
He knows he's there. Drops Dark Dancer.
That rally goes down by Cal.
Looks like a couple of the North Poles have managed to just push in and clear out that old Hab location. Kronos
I
playing
think,
chicken and booyah. Oh! Kronos. Hopefully you enjoyed the replays there from round 1. I should have hopefully tried to sort my mic. please continue to give me some shouts if it is no longer working. We're going to be jumping back into the live match. It sounds like an awful lot of the other matches that are being played are also having some issues with servers just now. So we're continuing to play on our existing server, looking to get everybody into their matches, into their squads. Hopefully we'll have a good round. Let's jump back into the action here. I'm going to be following BB this round. Django will be following North and North Wales with that first round 187 ticket advantage.
Hi, Mom.
Looks like they had a disconnect issue as well as I changed the map. That's sort of an issue. That was my fault completely there, Madac.
What's that?
The forgetting to swap the map during the intermission. That's the issue though with casting and graphing though. You sometimes forget things.
Absolutely, I'll always forget. Managed to get my replays to work after a bit of
did it? That's nice.
a bit of technical problems, but yeah, hopefully I'll be on game for the next one. Glad that I managed to play it off of this one. Hopefully.
We'll see if sort of North Wolves does a similar tactic where they just rush with both helis. I'm not sure if they're gonna take all three of the warriors right now, but looks like they might. Looks like on your side, sort of, they're doing a similar tactic to what North Wolves did, only leaving one of the 30 mils and then taking the spandrel and the scout car, and then loading up in the two helis. How's it looking on your side, Madac, with everything?
But
are they communicating?
Bloodbound looks like they're setting up pretty heavy into the helis. They've got the 30 mil. Only one of the lodges being used. There's a difference. Opting instead to go with the scout car and the spandrel and the BMP. One of the 30s being left in main, and 2 lodges being left.
On the British side, they're loading up helis as well, and only taking 2 of the warriors and leaving one of the lodges in Bulldog. Looks like they're doing something similar, but they're wolfpacking with 2 of the warriors instead. So they're probably going to have like just more people pushing and doing things instead of sort of sitting in a Vic and maybe not being useful. At least.
Yeah, I would agree. So I'm going to jump onto here. So if we've got the 2 helis and the 2 warriors, that seems like a much more efficient use of tickets. We can already see that Bloodbound have put an awful lot of their markers all in a line, in a kind of teardrop shape heading between Yarivka and West Stepney, with one of the helis looking like it's going for that East Novo rush. Now the only problem with that is that to get there as a rush, they're going to have to fly almost directly over the road or take a long sweeping route and then head in via West Novo. So I personally like the sweep through to West Novo. It gives you the option to see whether or not they are rushing into West Petrivka as well and counter that if needs be, just to do a bit of a counter rush instead of an actual rush. But we should once again see the main action taking place around West Stepney.
It looks like one of the warriors may be going straight for like Upper Petrivka on North Wolf's side. I'm not sure what they're gonna try and do. They may try and just go for like motor fob. It looks like they think that one's gonna be somewhere there or something. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
Well, there
With
is.
only 4
I
seconds
think
till
it is
start.
the commander squad. So, round 2, Bloodbound versus North Wolves started. 187 tickets to North Wolves in the first round. Bloodbound with everything to play for in this match.
This Heli's leaving main for North Wolves now. Heading for Stepney, it seems.
Yep, looks like this is a difference from round 1 to round 2. Both helis from the Russian side, when North Wolves were playing, went into West Stepney, one on the north, one on the south, with that really aggressive push into the barn, if you remember. It looks like the second heli for Bloodbounds, they're doing something different. They're going to push to East Novo. They're going to try and get this rush. Maybe they've got the timing.
It looks like...
Oh no, they've redirected. They are heading towards West Stepney and heading towards Yarivka. So helis in West Stepney and Yarivka.
Heli for Bloodbound landed in North Lake there. Both helis for North Wolves landing south by the barn.
Now that is strange, because I thought that the timings give the Russians an advantage into getting into a useful place. Oro dropping off his squad immediately goes.
It looks like he's going for the ram right now. He's going for one of the
There
two
we go.
helis.
Ooh. Got the ram.
So that was a nice push. That's a very nice ram. And the other chopper!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a
Gold.
blunder there by Orum. Yeah.
That's a real problem.
He's gonna need a truck to push him out as well. Like where he's placed, he has issues. He's very.
Let's look on.
He's gonna
West
have a lot of
Stepney.
issues where he is.
So they've managed to. North Wolves once again with a better heli has managed to drop off their rally behind the island, get into gas station, and push into Cap, holding the south side of Cap, protecting that all-important crossroads road. Bloodbound managing to get infantry in. Where is their hab? Did they even drop radio? Or is it just double rally they're playing off of?
Well, also the 30 mic going direct into Stepney,
They're
just hammering people down that road.
Bloodbound is just playing off of a rally onto this flag here.
Nice. That's actually an issue right now.
Losing those helis is gonna cost them big. Once again, helis and the fact that they've lost both of them almost immediately has caused real headaches for Bloodbound that they're gonna have to respond to. Yummy goes down to grenade. I think it's more secure.
You see North Wolves also pushing out into the West Lake here, and just trying to wipe whatever they have. But you see Samurai and Booyah just sneaking around, going around real effectively, and not being seen by that squad north of them. Samurai going for the radio with Sapper as well.
30 mil continuing to cause problems. Now taking fire from the warrior. He's driving rear to the warrior.
So if we look at map, we see Bloodbound North Wolves is controlling that middle road right now, and sort of not allowing Bloodbound to sort of push across or even push down.
Bloodbound's rallies are going to go down. Gandalf here is going to, if he heads out towards the lake in any way, he's dropped them both.
Oh
This
yeah,
could
I
be
see
a
that.
serious problem. couple of Bloodbound's members have just respawned. Gendolf might be a little unlucky here on his timings.
I think
goes down.
Stink didn't see him.
Now, if he's got a little bit of wits about him, nope. He's pushing towards flag. Ulford looking to cover the rally. He knows that he was running from north. He should be pushing north to try and clear rallies.
For Gandalf looking the opposite ways. I think Gandalf thinks the fob there's a fob like east of him on the compound.
Yeah, he's
And
looking.
that's not the case.
He's looking for that kind of normal fob, where you would have actually expected with the double heli.
Gandalf might take out the BTR here.
One hit, but doesn't kill, doesn't engine.
Did that do any damage?
Yeah, it did a
I don't
tiny bit
think
of
that
damage.
did any damage.
I think it did a tiny bit of damage.
Samurai ended up getting a radio south. No, he didn't. It was close. His last stage, they didn't get back up now. Wolves.
Can catch him. He's still up. Samurai, however, has spotted it. That's an easy commander kill for that radio.
Bloodbound fixed their heli, but really can't take it off yet till they move it to meters. Yeah.
Well, Morzik has just dropped the flanking rally for Bloodbound. Little tussle in that in the lake. Bloodbound still playing off of a single rally here on this flag. Neither team really has pushed. Oh, have they lost their hat on the north Bloodbound?
They have
30s are 30s flipped as well.
Oh damn! You see Northwood getting close to that rally from the west as well, going through the river. Probably gonna take it out here very shortly.
Looks like they're digging down their own fob to replace with the Logi. So they placed down an emergency one because of the heli position. It was the best place they could go, and now they're actually placing it where they want to. So,
why'd they do that though? If it just makes no sense. Why wouldn't they just place it where they want in the beginning? They could probably down Logi there.
Well, the heli was too far, and I guess they were getting pushed, so they were a bit scared. Mayonnaise looks like he has cleared that one and only rally.
The spandrel just went down as well. I'm not sure where from, but he got hit from the toe, the same place that Bloodbound placed it on East Novo. Just take out the spandrel.
That's a big loss. Losing the spandrel is a big loss for them.
Especially with tanks coming up in 9 minutes here.
What's the respawn time on the spandrel?
Spawn timer is 10 minutes for the spandrel.
Yep, so
it
should be okay.
Close.
Bloodbound's trying to make a little bit of progress. Feels very much like they're just kind of spread quite thin. And just pushing in one squad at a time. Northwell's just in complete control of West Stepney now. We're going to see a very different game unfolding.
See Bloodbound trying to recover that heli as well on Zika. Push using the Logi truck to push it out of the way. Tree line.
It looks clear to me, but they need to get into it and get it repaired ASAP, otherwise that's going to go boom boom.
It almost would have been more effective to just blow it at
BMP covering.
because if Northwood saw that, they would have just lost it again and it would have been GG basically. We see Bloodbound trying to push in on that north side of Stepney.
But this is actually
having trouble though.
This is actually Northwolves pushing back out on that north side of Stepney, clearing Bloodbound as they go. They've dropped the rallies. There's only a single rally further north hidden behind the tree line. Northwolves are just slowly pushing through them. Won't be long before they drop that rally as well. We'll see a game centered around Rivka instead of West Stepney.
You see Grenadier from Northwolves just sitting on a roof and hammering that north side of Stepney as well. Getting shot out by getting one tap though. I don't know if that's insect or stink.
Kills pretty much dead even. Revives pretty much dead even as well. So overall, quite even start to this match. But that's not what Bloodbound needed. They needed a heavy push to win this one through. The advantage to letting them camp is that they can get the 60 ticket swing now. It's full count.
We've seen Northwolves Seville as well, playing on the north side of Yucca, trying to go for that radio on the cap. And Weaver's coming in really effectively as well on Yucca, going for that tab they have. It's already taking out like 3 to 4 guys.
Bloodbound's mortars dropping into the radio in the shadow by Stepney are far less effective, doing very little here. I'm not entirely certain why they continue to hammer a roof building. They're not going to get that. Oh.
Look at these, you gotta see these mortars coming on the sab at Yucca.
Yep.
Madac, like, it's just so perfect. They keep trying to run out, but you see that Julia almost signed to it? Just being hammered.
A couple of nice kills there from the mortars.
I'm surprised Seville though, again, like, the same as last round, he's just sitting on the outskirts. He's not really using the mortars to his advantage and pushing in. As a sapper, you really have to be aggressive. Like, if you die, you die. You gotta just get on the radio. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's a fine balance. You've got to know when to be aggressive. Davil looking to play a little bit of peekaboo with Volvo.
Davil low, about to go down here. 2v1 right now.
Volvo knows where he is. Davil's holding the corner. He should have heard him. Volvo just waiting for him to peek around that corner once again.
Davil's doing the same thing.
Mayonnaise now there to protect. Call it out
So
once he gets shot.
stand off.
And then Volvo. Oh. Thirty mil comes to save him.
Almost getting hit by a lad. I've been a Haddock.
Davil pushing around now. He's out of his little spot, hiding in the bushes, looking to patch. Did he hear him?
Lulu just around the building as well.
These guys would win hide and seek. Hands down.
Davil lost that battle though.
Of course, curse of the caster. As soon as I looked away, he goes down.
Don't worry, I got it. Also, the mortars took down the hab on mortars really being effective for Northwolves and just hitting what they need to. Bloodbound taking it back up, but again, all that matters is taking that hab down.
Seville just
And Seville, like, same thing.
still.
He's been there for the past like 10-20 minutes now. I just don't get it. There's a fine line between like staying passive and just playing your position. And right now, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's not playing his position right now on the team.
Absolutely not. Just want to point. Oh my! Oh, another ram! Another ram with the helis.
Another
Both
Northwolves
helis
just
going down on your Rivka.
not having use for the helis, I guess, Northwolves, and just not wanting them to supply what they have.
Well, they know that they don't have a hab around this cap. They want to make sure they definitely cannot get a hab down. Northwolves have actually been pushed back quite effectively by BB. They still have the spawn advantage and
Terminal
the warriors
versus
starting
warriors
to
happening as well.
Yep.
Terminal's starting to run away.
Flee! Wrong answer. It's best to stay hidden. Oh,
I think, yeah.
this best was not good
Song.
enough. Mortar's just spraying that hab in the south. It looks like they've replaced hab. Northwolves have had to replace hab. We've missed something here, Django. It was originally in the shed. I don't know if they've done that by themselves, or if they've had to do that because BB managed to kill them, but if you just look at the flag for the moment,
I think they dug it down themselves.
there's
really.
not a lot of Northwolves on the cap. There's a lot of BB.
Cap's being lost as well right now for Northwolves.
Looks like BB are in some trouble with Rivka as well.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about pet hate of mine. So let's jump onto the whiteboard for a second here. What you see on this cap for Northwolves, you've got the radio in the building that's further north than the hab. So the hab's in this shed here. The radio's ahead of it. Now you know the enemies are likely to come in this way, and yes, everybody expects the radio to be behind, and sappers are going to come along. Blah blah blah. Shout at me in the comments. I don't care. Always have the radio. If you can't have it behind, have it next to your hab. Have some kind of backup rally that you can spawn on and get across, but you want to know whether or not they're going to be pushing onto your radio. And you don't want
Well,
it
the
so
radio-
you have to cross out of your hab, over a wall, and into a building to try and defend the radio. Because you just have one person out here, and you've got no hope. All it needs is dug down one stage, and you're not spawning on that hab anyway, and you're not going to know that they're there until the radio's dug one stage down. Much better to be hab first, get it blocked by having two people. Oh, everybody starts spawning rallies, push to the radio, protect it. Much better. Much better. Sorry, Django. I'm on my soapbox, but both teams have managed to do this. Both teams have put their radios in the line of where you would normally expect people to be progressing through the cap, and the radios are going to get discovered first. That's just silly in my book.
We also have Northwolves gaining back control of Stempney and stopping the cap Bloodbound as well right now. Taking out
all of their players on the floor.
side.
Once again, this is just because Bloodbound are playing off of that single rally. So you, at best, have your full 9-man squad all spawning together on a wave, and then 60 seconds later you've got whoever died spawning. Northwolves, they're able to spawn anybody from any squad onto that hab. So when they feel like they're losing, when they feel like they need more pressure, they can just call in a couple of extra dudes who are dead from elsewhere on the map, regain control, and get Bloodbound hill battles.
I just want to point out something. Bloodbound has a scout car just in the southern hill of Stepney right now, looking towards Cap. So they snuck around somewhere on the southeast east.
Well, it's about to
And
get a really
right now they're
nasty surprise from that warrior.
From both warriors right now.
Seville goes down to as a team killed what I can only assume is probably the mortars.
I just want to point out, I haven't seen them take out one fob as a sapper. I just
like
don't
I got
understand.
rocket strike effective
Absolutely
into
not.
the barn building. I think it landed all off roof. Yep. Look at that.
No, that didn't even land inside. That landed
It
too
was
far
direct on
forward.
top. Direct on top. So the cab is completely safe. Didn't go for a radio, didn't go for a vehicle. And it's just once again the commander using abilities.
Bloodbound's pushing on that hub as well right now. They have a full squad ready to push on that south side.
And that's much
They're about to
better.
be blocking.
That's much better for the Warriors. Warrior can't shoot though. Pimple and Flab managing to miss everybody as they walk across the
hub's blocked on a woo-woo.
They
Pushing back in.
Have no longer blocked.
And the
Whiskey
girl
drops
got
a
hot
couple.
now.
It's still spawning.
He's set now. We'll push back in. All them inside. They're pushing back in from the South Island.
And now you've got multiple people spawning on that cab, managing to, I would suspect, they'll control the south side of all those tickets, and they'll cost nothing for that.
They just stirred their hornet's nest and didn't bring bug spray with them. That's it. They forgot the spray, man. Got the most important thing, a sapper.
That is
someone on that radio.
That's an excellent caster partner there, Django. That's deserving a clip.
And
once again, we see another A-10 landing and being utterly ineffective. I don't know what these guys are doing with the commander role, but
I think they're not communicating. I think they're not really communicating where the hub is. Because if they communicated, they would have called it in like south to north instead of from north to south, and gotten the hub down at least the stage, if not a few.
Yeah, but it must be marked. They must know that it's there. The commanders must know that it's there. But
I don't know if they
have in West City. Sorry.
I don't know if they really
Zeitgeist
do.
And mayonnaise effectively
what they're
controlling
reacting to and
Gunter,
how they're
looking.
talking.
Oh, mayonnaise drops the last man.
By the way, mortars, the TOFOB still went down on Nova. They lost their TOW position that they had. So basically, Spandrel now has basically free reign over the map. For almost
That's
for the
a
most
really
part.
good use of the mortars. Much better to kill something like the TOW, which it's an absolute pain, really. It costs a lot to rebuild. It's a lot of time when you don't have that pressure on the map. Zima just looks like he's cleaning up, making sure there's no rallies.
He just wiped the rally as well. And Samari from Bloodbound also trying to sneak around towards that hub and radio. But sort of, again, the sappers on both teams have just not been effective for the most part.
Well,
They've
Samari's
always been
managed to
found
take
out.
out a couple of fobs. He's managed to drop a couple of C4s without killing the fob. So he's been a little unlucky if, well, is it unlucky or was he picking the wrong moment to go? But he's at least been active and aggressive and managing to drop those radios. But Seville's just been playing on the outskirts for me.
I think it's been just sort of. I think it's just been Northwolves being more tentative to sort of the radio being dug and listening more for things like IDs, C4s being placed. Because every time like Smurry plays something on a radio, there's been 3 or 4 guys just swarming back.
Well, there is that, but I mean, at least he's getting onto the radios and planting that C4 to force that reaction. I mean, oh, just heard a TOW go. Sounds like BMP just fired. Oh no.
Was it the Spandrel or BMP?
Oh, I think it's Spandrel firing at Logi. Driven by Baltic.
Missed just now.
It's just...
You saw it.
That's 3 misses. 3 misses so far. Multic makes it out easy peasy. 3 Spandrel rockets for a Logi you didn't even kill. I mean, that must be painful.
They're setting up a kill fob right there. Multic's setting up a kill fob. That's what he's doing right now. Or Stepney to overview it. That's the only thing it could really be right now. Based on where they're placing it.
Oh, thank you guys. I've got a couple of people that said that the replays are pretty good as well, so I'll hopefully get one for round 2 to play as well. I'll actually push the buttons at the right time. Maybe I'll play the full match. Highlights of the full match at the end. Stick around for that. 30 taking out Seema. Really nice.
Just finding
by
good
Buck Nasty.
position. Buck Nasty this whole round has just been flying around Stepney at his wishes basically, with no opposition.
I think
for the most part.
I think Buck was playing relatively well last round as well. He was one of the warriors that was the more aggressive. It looks like that's his style of play when it comes to the vehicles.
Yep.
It's just
Still
a shame
see
that
people
he's playing aggressive into places where his infantry just can't go. Some mortar is dropping down on a.
To be honest though, they are winning by 40 tickets right now, but they just have to improve that lead. They have to grow it to that 187 and just get past that. Once they get like 187, they need to play, just play smart.
Yep, so let's take a wee look at the West Stepney Cap, which is going to be the main objective now for Bloodbound to clear this. So Bloodbound have a fairly nice force and rally, putting a 2-pronged attack onto here. The problem is they're playing only off of rallies and playing with 2 of their frontline squads, admittedly, but just not putting enough pressure. North Wolves, using their HAB, have been able to successfully control the 6 compound and the center right flank compounds, which are the main corridors through this cap. Even if Bloodbound were to cross, they're crossing open ground into good shooters that are just going to pick them off, as they have up in that northwestern corner.
This warrior on the southwest side has been doing a good job just making sure that Bloodbound can't cross field towards the hab right now. And he's been mostly hitting that west spawn point, taking out like a full squad at least so far.
Seriously, on a one-man rampage, deciding to go for a wander around the camp.
Although there is a hat going for that southwest warrior right now.
Moro with gains of some danger with the BMP.
He's about to run away, so
yeah, he's picked him up. He
missed the
spotted
shot.
him out.
He's tracking.
Well, I think he's dropped out a few people. You talking about the warrior there, Django?
We're just firing for his life now. Oh, firing high on that warrior is Nizam. He may have had the kill if he didn't miss.
I mean, it looks like the warrior, it's tracked, but it's not in a bad position. There's nothing really that's super aggroing it. Scout cars coming along to, I don't know, that LAT if you can. Yeah, scout car is going to
Mortar is
rearm
coming
the
in
LAT.
a warrior right now.
30
Mortar.
continuing to do some serious work, dropping bonus once again.
This is him resupplying on the scout car, really working effectively with each other. And he's probably gonna get that warrior down here in a second.
Oh, mortars landing on the warrior. That's one crewman out, and now he's
Sitting
seriously
duck
stuck.
right now. He's
Kills
dead.
him, takes him out. Good kill.
Listen worked effectively with scout car, asked for resupply, got some ammo, and then went right back at it. Didn't really let that miss affect it whatsoever.
Looks like North Wolves are in on the radio up in Yarivka.
Alright.
Oh,
On me.
blocked effectively by
There's
the
one west, there's one more west.
repair station.
Okay, from the north.
North Wolves still had one guy alive.
So,
Now, this is the perfect place here for an A10. Right, they've spotted that radio. They
Wanna
know
get an
where it
ammo
is.
box?
If you were able to, as the commander, just go along and drop your A10 from north to south. If you get that hitting that window, you will still kill the radio.
I don't know if they'll be able to if they hit that window.
I think that'll go through.
I think they do,
I think
but
that'll go through. And that is a much more effective use of that of an A10 than trying or even arty. See, if you were to drop arty on this flag, you're gonna kill what, 3 people? Maybe put the half down 1 level. So what? Unless you can actually take it on. Oh, mortar beautiful on the Hab up in Yarivka, dropping 2 BB guys instantly. It looks like North Wolves have found.
what is that
taken
Hab
out-
up there?
They've taken out BB's mortar here. That's the mortar fob gone, destroyed. So Gandalf, Chesney, and Drew. With Seville, Seville has dropped a C4 that was effective. Sound the alarm. He managed
Finally.
to work with his team and get a kill.
It's what is it? His first of the game, is it?
Well, I mean, we
Thanks,
haven't been
Rob.
watching him exclusively, but it's the first one I've seen.
Yes. Really, Bloodbound seems to just they're having trouble pushing on this west side of Stepney. Keep getting wiped.
The last
like
time
2 or
we
3
spun
guys.
past this point, Django, they were having trouble progressing past that lake anyway. I don't understand why they haven't rotated off of there. They need to move. They need to either get somebody on the south again, which was really effective for them, or they need to push round onto this east side. Try
They
and do
took
something
that
different.
warrior down south. They took that warrior down southwest as well, so they should be able to cross without much in their way.
North Wolves, big
terms of
push
that.
onto Yarivka. Mortars have stopped.
Bloodbound also giving a big push on
But
Stepney
that's
as well.
killing what I think was the last man that was stopping the the respawns. Raising blast, North Wolves on BMP and 30 now, protecting this area. But no, with that third ticket advantage, it's not to say
Still
they're.
need to grow it.
I mean, they're
Still
doing
need to
well,
grow it.
but this would be great if this was first round. But it's not. This is second round. They're 187 tickets behind, and they need to play much more aggressively if they're going to turn this around. Django, for
pods
the Rivals
back up.
Tournament, tickets, do they end up being tiebreaker in the qualifying rounds, yeah?
I think so, if I'm correct.
So maybe they're just trying to reduce overall ticket loss and playing, instead of going hyper aggro and trying to win this match.
Being the second round, it's not a big loss, especially after winning the first round as well. Like, they
Bloodbound-
still have a point. So like 4.
This is true. Oh, Crass, I think that was with the. Oh no, maybe it was Delphin with the excellent grenade.
We basically see on the west side, Bloodbound trying to push off this rally on the west, but it's getting wiped every time by like a guy just sitting in the building, like there, or sitting in the building in the tree line. Bushes.
I think they've spotted that
just
rally.
having so much trouble.
I think they've spotted that rally and they're just waiting for the respawn and they're looking to farm it.
Yeah, they're about to wipe it potentially.
No. I mean, Grass is looking in that general direction, but he's not direct on it. There you go. Rally's gone.
Rally's
It's like guys
gone,
with the
yeah.
storm. And that is now 1/2 of all of BB's pressure on this flag just popped.
And now North Wolves just has all the advantage right now with pushing onto Yahimka. Like they're all northwest of it, and
Well, this
BB
could be
not
really
too
dangerous.
true.
If North Wolves can continue to deny that fog through those excellent launchers. And there's not a lot
Thermal
of
saving
rallies.
the radio.
There's not a lot of rallies kicking about here.
They
But
still
can
do have
continue
rallies
to
though.
If they can continue to deny this, North Wolves are just going to eventually just get through.
Basically, North Wolves have a rally just northeast
Radio's
and
still
also
really
northwest, and they're just trying to
Yeah,
push
but-
in, trying
But
to
look at how
whip
many
the forest.
look at Buck Nasty having to they need to get
Yes,
that ball
they're
back up.
having trouble with Bob.
Yep, they've had to drivers dismounted to this hab up.
Yep. Get ready for you.
BMP looking to
It
cover
doesn't
the
matter.
radio.
There are 3 guys on the radio, and radio's down the stage. They're digging it from the outside because of placement.
Oof.
It's down to the
Susan
last
goes
stage
down.
right now. Digging it from the outside. BMP saving the day almost.
Yeah, he manages to take out his own repair station.
I can't hear him. Yeah, pick it up again.
Yep.
Buck Nasty.
I don't even
about to
see
get
a
a
rally
surprise.
for
Didn't it from outside? Someone.
Bloodbound just placed a rally.
Yep.
He's dead.
A flag,
Didn't it from
but
outside?
Good shit, good shit.
Beauty.
They've
they
got
should
the
have
call.
had that in first.
Yeah,
Can you rewind,
Calvin
please?
Harris has called out exactly what North Wolves are doing, taking from the outside of that. It's just poking out through. You know what it is about the squad community? We just love putting things in corners because squads are highly polished game. It can end up with some unintended clipping effects.
Well, I mean, it's in corners because we like to sort of lock it in, but it's sort of a trade-off between
But
kills. It could
there's no
clip outside.
need to drop that in the corner. They could drop that in the center of that room and it'll be just as safe.
It's sort of safer in the center now because of the blast radius from C4 as well.
Absolutely.
If they wanted
If
to,
they want to drop
they could just
C4 on the
place it
outside of that building.
outside.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Warrior pushing into Yimka right now, about to encounter 30 in BMP.
Yeah.
He's driving to his death. North Wolves.
I don't know. He's got the first shot. The BMP's
Yeah,
not
but
moving.
Thermal's gonna run away.
Yeah, 30's running away. BMP's not moving. Is he one-manning? Yeah. BMP's one-manning, waiting for the warrior.
BMP could not get wiped now.
Oh my
Missed.
days!
What a baller move right there.
Oh, Captain America.
Warrior goes down to BMP. You're not gonna win
In
that
fact,
battle going to
you know
head to
what?
head.
We're just gonna watch that full screen. Let's drop that on full screen replay.
What a baller move right there. Also almost losing both their choppers.
Captain America.
BMP. Warrior goes down to BMP. Oh, look, BMP. BMP's on fire. He got hit by a lap. Never mind.
No, BMP. It was just engine out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. But Captain America there
Both
almost
helis.
really paying the price for one-manning that.
Both helis right now for North Wolves are down. They like rammed into each other as they got shot down there.
Oh, BMP goes down.
Nice.
BMP is destroyed. I think it's Kronos and his crew out on the northwest managed to get the last shot. Egdon under fire, goes down. Once again, the push from the northwest.
We might see a tank battle on the main road here, going in between Upper Pet and East Novo. Depending on where the two tanks go, they've sort of been, for most of the game, just avoiding each other, trying to stay alive and safe. Not really fighting.
Northwolves have got their aggressive fob now on Eurivka. They're gonna. So this is exact. Look at what I was gonna say here. So let's just drop this through onto my whiteboard again. Look at this. You've got your aggressive fob. They're gonna push across the cap. Guess what they're gonna come to first? This radio, where they know exactly where it is and they can dig it from the outside.
They still have to cross that main road that could be watched by 30.
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult.
This is true, but the guys, you know, all they've got to do is get one guy on there, start digging it down, and this hab is useless. And the next available rally, let's have a look. Where do you think it is?
The radio
Where do you
is
think
still
it is?
down as well.
Fucking miles away. One over there.
I mean,
Backup fob over there. And another rally on the flank.
Okay.
I mean, it's carnage. It's carnage. Rally placement and hab placement from Northwolves from BB has been probably pretty poor.
Look, you see Northwolves already going to set up a fob at Lower Pet as well. Bring a Logi just north of West Novo through the forest.
They sense blood in the water here. They know that they can get this. This is going to be a 300 ticket win for them. They can easily drop this game all the way back through to West Pet if they want to. North Wolves might have a nasty surprise if that tank comes around. But
Bloodbound also set a fob northeast of Hinton now. Just trying to do anything they can.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. Logi's right now as well from like Northwolves and Bloodbound. They can't counter each other.
Seville.
Dropping a fob at Ched and dropping a fob inside. Gunter and Drake versus Define and Prague. The radio's going down right across the road from each other. Ooh. What a baller move here. Fob going down for Northwolves and
spots him. This
takes him down as well.
He doesn't even have a rally. He didn't place the rally on the.
I think they thought it was safe for the most part. So that's a little bit of a should move.
I get that they think that it's safe to move up there, but
wait, look at Seville coming in out of nowhere though. Yeah. Coming in north. Sees the Logi.
He's got some friends. He's got a shout out over there. Unfortunately, this is his body. I'll just do a little close up for you. Lying face down in the dirt.
Up. The hab's up now for Bloodbound on the cap. Tanks coming in as well. They're gonna hear that Northwolves and they should be able to call it out. Seville doing a little hide and seek under the Logi there.
Now this is a better placement. This is a better placement of that radio. Hidden away inside the hab. But once again, he's sticking his nose out the side.
Airstrike taking out the hab on the for North as well. And the fob on Stepney went down from Bloodbound. So if they lose that fob and Inca, they're sort of in a pickle now because they have no spawn. 162 to 129 in favor of North Wolves.
Well, the Bloodbound
Well,
Bloodbound hab has already been taken out, and yeah, the hab for North Wolves has been dropped. But it's not radio; it's just been killed by airstrike. Potentially, maybe. So Itagi needs to go and build this up. I don't know why he's running away from it. Go and get that fob up, man.
Bed on Lord Pet as well, unable to get the radio and hab.
Radio's going down from mortars.
Down.
Yep, that hab's gonna go. That hab is gonna go. So what did North Wolves
So now
do
North Wolves is gonna be going off rallies.
They're playing off rallies,
You
but
can see them.
I mean, yeah, Bloodbound do have 2 fobs. One on an active, well, one on an objective. So Seville's gone down. The other, miles away from the active objective, northeast of the cap. It is allowing them in, but I would suspect that North Wolves are able to play off of rallies quite comfortably and continue to push Rivka.
You see also Alaji from North Wolves coming up main. Looks like it's going for Stepney. May drop fob somewhere near gas station or somewhere in the lake by the compound southwest. Like we saw last round from Bloodbound, where
I like the hab placement in the swamp when you're aggressively attacking Rivka, but I'd prefer it if you had one in West Stepney first. Protect the objective, then move for your aggressive fob. And even then, it's not the best aggressive fob, it's a nice flank fob. A much more aggressive fob would be playing just in the ditches south of the cap. Maybe starting to put some rallies up on Chicken Coop or around the north side.
Warrior taking one shot northeast of Inca. May go down here in a second. Taking a second shot, but still
miss.
able to move. Yeah. Did it? It looked like it hit on my screen.
Hab spotted.
It's gonna run right into the radio.
But does he know that he's about to hit the radio? He found some logic.
He sees the radio. I think he might have saw the radio just then.
Does he see the man? Yep. Steele's looking to do his very best to pretend like he was just a bit of logic to go down. We get some tickets back.
112, 122 right now.
I don't think he's seen that radio yet.
Well, I think he
Looking to come
will.
across.
I think he will once he looks west.
If he didn't spot it then, he's not going to spot it now. Nope. Pitbull managing to takes another hit.
Still not tracked though.
He's still able
They're
to
not
get
going
away.
for the tracks. Surprising.
Well,
If they like tracked him, then he's basically a dead fish and out of water.
well, yeah, and
Sitting there.
Buck is on his way as well, so he would have been able to just get the track, get the kill, and clear it all up.
And
Yeah,
North Wolves
Rivka-
gaining
North-
back control.
It looks like Rivka is back under control of North Wolves. A lot of dead EB guys kicking about.
Also in the swamp south, North Wolves is dropping a radio in the bushes, and they're probably gonna drop a hab somewhere inside cap on Mika. Tank is on Lure Pet right now, but he's not really seeing much, I think. He's sort of been infected this entire game.
Maybe he sees the heli. They might think that the radio was placed next to that, so John will be having a look.
You get anything down?
Yep.
There's nothing here.
You see Zima and Prov just looking around though, aware of over
Supplying maybe?
them. I think Ofer
Oh,
should see the hab right
Ofer
now.
should-
He's
it just-
shooting a hub here. He's shooting a hub.
It's just got popped up. He's calling it out.
Should be going for man digging. Takes out one. Zima goes down as
Zima
well.
goes down as well.
Well played.
Nice job by Ofer and John, but
So they're going
we
to be
need
looking
get
for that.
radio.
They're going to be looking for that radio. Lots of North Bulls pushing down from the north again.
Wolvu pushing back.
Drops John.
John going down. Ofer is not going to be able to hold that.
Oh,
He goes down to speed. Nicely thrown by whoever that was.
so North Bulls managed to get that hab up, ready and rock and roll. Commander has
And they're
managed to
also-
get his hab up on West Stepney, so they've done exactly as I'd suggested.
Everything that I
A
can.
really
And they're
nice
pushing up
placement.
on that northeast Hinka fob as well. Wolves.
100 more. Just have to give me a second.
Morzik just sitting inside now, about to camp it until he get his friends up there. And it's blocked as well now. Nice job by him.
Yeah.
He's controlling the flag. Controlling that hab until he gets some help.
Steels manages to get off of his mortar once he realizes that he's in mortal danger. Moving away from the radio, as I would too. And is pushing back towards the hab. Only to get popped immediately by, I think it's Chaser.
Looks like the 30 mil dropped some guys to be Hinka so they could get a rally, but I don't know how long that's gonna last with that fob going up on Stempney and that sort of swamp fob up as well. They're just gonna run right into it. They don't even need to know where it is.
Quite nasty, dropping another. Good shooting from Buck this round.
Yeah, but he had no infantry to back him up, and
That's his play style though. That's what he likes to do. He's
See, we've got
just
like,
drives past them. Takes a couple as he goes.
it would have been better if he had someone to push in as he did that.
He looks like he's just trying to clear out the edges there with his spray.
Looks like North Wolves commander disconnected, and now a Bloodbound member disconnected as well. Still having some issues technically, but I mean, the game's basically been decided already. With
Whoa.
only 8 minutes left in the match.
Well, it looks like North Bulls managed to drop their RT before they disconnected. Here it comes. Lower pet.
I don't think that's going to get the radio that's inside, but might clip the edge and take it
Well,
down
it is
potentially.
outside. It is foreseeable through. Bloodbound looking to just get into any form of cover they can find. My frames are about to drop. Ooh, that looks like a direct hit on the radio there. Ice Stink goes down.
Hab is downwind, Hab's disabled.
It's a single hit direct on radio. There hasn't been another though. That was a close one. Ducky, Stink, Egden, looks like he's hit as well. Whiskey, hurt.
Looks like they're also throwing their own mortars on that Hab now,
Yeah,
trying to take it down.
I think now that, yeah, it looks like artillery's finished, and actually this is what we should be seeing before. North Wolves now dropping across very slowly there. I mean, Seville is literally crawling from the open ground into the field. The rest of his colleagues just chilling on the south hill there. You would think after mortars have just, after artillery's just dropped, that's the best time to just charge across.
A few tanks going at it as well at Novo. I don't know if one of them's trying to run away. It's only 6 minutes into the match, and being down 30 tickets, Bloodbound already lost the fight, but they need to still conserve tickets for the later rounds. If anything happens, and if they need the tiebreak, it matters, the ticket count.
really effective mortars landing on the south of Lower Pet here. I don't know if they've just been spotted out, but of course, curse the commentator. As soon as I say that, they start walking them the wrong way. But dropped a few of them. Managed to slow their advance. Seville's managed to cross on his belly to the other side of the road. He's waiting for some stamina. Dolphin making some good progress. Spots him.
Russian tank just took a shot towards the heli.
Booyah,
He's
gets a couple of hits
away.
into him.
Got him, he's dead.
Oh, egged
Only
it.
5 minutes
Final
left in the
kill.
match now.
Nice thing drops Kronos. Trades Raisin. Nice bit of gunplay from him. Ducky, one for the fans.
They're gonna find each other.
Thank you,
End
Medic.
up finding each other.
Ducky goes to Medic.
What happened to that fob South Vihinka? Took it down.
It looks
That's
like
blocking.
they're taking it down themselves. It looks like they're taking it down themselves. North Wolves are on it, digging it down.
Yeah, Sumari, the combat engineer for Bloodbound, is not really finding the radio
No,
right now.
he's looking for it, but I think
A little late.
they know that the end is close. 4 minutes on the clock. Take down your own cabs. Play out. No, you're not. There's no 60 ticket swing on the cards now. You don't have enough time to get the neutral and cap. So you can afford to, even if you get wiped every ticket on the map, you can afford to leave those 60 tickets up for play, because you don't need as many cabs you can play everywhere else.
It would have been nice if Bloodbound played sort of similar to this in the first round, and they just got the tickets because
again,
it would have been a lot closer probably.
Again, I think that all that Bloodbound really had wrong was their initial strategy with those double helis, and the fact they got rammed and killed. Oh,
Bloodbound may lose the tank right now. Shots are bouncing off that front armor of Russian T-72.
they can't afford to lose that tank.
It's backing off, and BB can't really chase with the fact that they're tracked right now. About 2 minutes left in the match.
They will looking to pick up the last couple of kills.
It's just going back to its main candidate.
This is a much closer game, 4 tickets in it. That being said, that's 4 tickets the Russians are losing by, and they have been out-fragged, so it's a fairly, at least 20 tickets out of the frags at least, and I would suggest that the Russians have the advantage on this map, so to lose by 40 tickets on the advantage side, it's that's pretty rough going.
Tank for Northwolf's about to go down now.
Ooh.
Chose a really poor
Looks like
battle
Seville
to
managed
go.
to get a C4 on the outside.
Oh wait.
Yeah, C4 managed to get C4. Seville managed to get C4 on the outside edge of that radio. Almost got him. He managed to sneak through an awful lot of BB guys to get there.
Bill got the radio on lower.
He got the C4 on it, but he did not kill it. Pitbull now looking to finish it off, maybe. Drop it inside. Yep.
So we have a minute 28 left in this match.
It is Hink Radio. I don't know if he knows it's Hink Radio.
bullings are going to push in and just take it out.
So we got 1 minute. It's just covering the only exit out now. This is some nice play from them. If you can stop them from pushing out of that now, they should be able to.
Well, they can't even spawn on that hab now. They're just hiding in buildings.
Oh yeah,
right
they've managed to clear it. Northwolves. Do you think that's BB mortars landing trying to protect the entrance, or trying to hit that?
I think that's Northwolves mortar, because I know they were going for that.
Hits. Susan down.
24 seconds.
Wow. Yep.
Left in
Northwolves. Double. Oh man.
14 now. 12.
Double team kill there for Northwolves.
9 seconds. 8 seconds left in the match.
Oh.
5, 2, 1. And that's match right there.
GG guys. Good job, guys.
So that was a very rough battle for Bloodbound.
For Bloodbound, yeah. And I mean, they played well in some really good parts, but they also just, their hab placement was all wrong for me. Their rallies were always too far away from the objectives, and that start on the British side where they lost both their helis straight off the bat, that was terminal for them. And that really lost them all momentum into that first round and left them with 187 tickets to make up for in the second. And that was just a mountain that was too far for them to climb.
Yep, and with that, so North Wolves is going to have 2 points now for the tournament, and they're going to be in a good position to make it to the knockout stages. Bloodbound has some thinking to do and has to rethink their strategies currently. I'm not sure what they did is going to get them into the knockout stages if they even compete and get to that level. I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, it's a tricky one for them. So I don't honestly know what they can do here. They've got some difficult battles ahead. There was some glimmers of brilliance in there, but they just needed to tighten up on a couple of aspects of their gameplay, and they could turn into a really strong team here.
Yep. It's gonna be interesting as well. What's gonna happen with the servers with the many issues that occurred this game? They're gonna have to figure out how to mitigate the issue and how to fix it so it doesn't happen again. Because when the commander disconnects, you have to reset the timers every time that the commander takes back his spot.
Takes back his role. But that being said, I mean, we saw just how effective the commander role was in that match. I don't think either team would really, if they were to rewatch the cast, could say that it wasn't like a heli dropped out the sky with half a squad in it. It was, they lost the commander, they lost a couple of infantry here or there. There was a couple of bugs, but it was balanced on both sides. Both sides lost that, and ultimately, I don't think it was the balance of those issues with the server that really caused the overall game that we saw.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing you have to weigh, that even though there were issues, it really didn't affect the game in a way that really affected the outcome. It was more of the fact that it affected maybe commander times here and there, but really it was more about how the teams play and how each individual player played their role. Like in both rounds, we kept seeing North Wolves struggle using their sappers and trying to sneak them around.
Really struggle with their sappers. But yeah,
I think Bloodbound had a way more effective use, though. Yes. Because every time we saw Samari going for radio, he got on the radio, he placed 4, but he didn't get the dig that he needed.
He constantly
and that really hurt them.
He calls them to think, and Northwolves to be on guard at all times. Whereas Seville was a little bit too passive for me. He didn't really put a lot of pressure on the map. And then when he did at the end, he actually did start to get those C4s on, and he was instrumental in getting that last push. And I'd have loved to have seen him do a little bit more of that as we headed in to the to that kind of that last round. If he had played as he had in the last 10 minutes for the whole game, we could have been playing with a very different match here.
Yeah. And it's the same thing for also Samari as well. If he got some of those radios, it could have been a very different game and a much closer game for Bloodbound.
Yep.
Because they would have been able to maybe push or even take back Stepney at one point, which they really never did. They lost control of Stepney from the beginning and then struggled to gain it back. And that cost them in round 1, and that cost them in round 2 as well, when they were just fighting over Yahika, and basically Northwolves did what they want with odds.
Well, it has been an excellent round. Thank you for inviting me to co-cast with you, Django, after my match was cancelled. It's been a lot of fun. I've been Weird Madac. This has been Bloodbound versus Northwolves. Was the Northwolves winning? What was the final tickets there, Django? 100?
It was
no.
It was
must be about 225 or something.
It was 250 or something. I'd have to look back at the.
But overall,
matches.
A really excellent match. I'm gonna drop my replays on for round 2 to see some of the highlights from round 2. Hopefully, we'll see you all on a cast soon. You have any last words, Django?
You know, it was a pleasure doing this with you, and I hope we could do this again sometime.
I hope
it's better to have more eyes on the battlefield than just one. It helps you just get some.
You've only got one eye, Django?
I have 2, but maybe I'm
one of them
the
works.
other.
Anyways, I'll catch you in a bit.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you all. Round 2, Bloodbound versus Northwolves started.
That was a really fun
187 tickets to Northwolves in the first round. Bloodbound with everything to play for in this match. Moro dropping off his squad immediately goes.
It looks like he's going for the ram right now. He's going for one of the 2 helis. Look at these. You gotta see these mortars coming on the side. I think, Madac. Like, it's just so perfect. They keep trying to run out, but you see that Julia almost signed to it? It's doing the same thing.
NA's now there to protect. You pull it out,
little,
get shot, and then Bobo. Oh. There you go, Kaki, say it as well.
No, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's not playing his position right now on the team.
No, absolutely. Just want to point. Oh my! Oh, another ram! Another ram with the helis. Clean. Answer. It's best to stay hidden.
Yeah.
His vest was not good enough. But the Warrior can't shoot though. Pitbull and Yamislav managing to miss everybody as they walk across the.
Have to walk down, bring bug spray with them. That's it. They forgot the spray, man. Got the most important thing, a sapper.
That is
someone on that radio.
That's an excellent master part there, Django. That's deserving a clip.
And that
once again, we see another A10 landing and being utterly ineffective. I don't know what these guys are doing with the commander role, but
I think they're not communicating.
No, sorry.
Oh know if they really do
Zeitgeist
based
and
on
mayonnaise effectively
what they're reacting
controlling
to and how
Gunter
they're
looking.
talking.
Oh, mayonnaise drops the full match. Highlights of the full match at the end. Stick around for that. 30 taking out Zima. Really nice.
Just
work
finding
there by
good
Bucknasty.
position. Get that warrior down here in a second.
Oh, mortars landing on the warrior. That's one crewman out, and now he's
Sitting
seriously
duck
stuck.
right now. He's dead.
Kills him, takes him out. Good kill.
Listen,
Even Artie. So if you were to drop Artie on this flag, you're gonna kill what, 3 people? Maybe put the hab down 1 level? So what? Unless you can actually take it on. Oh, mortars, beautiful on the hab. Chesney and Drew. With Seville has dropped a C4 that was effective. Sound the alarm. He managed to work with his team, get a kill. Raising last, North Bulls on BMP and 30 now, protecting this UFK. Look at with that 3rd ticket advantage. It's not
still
to say
need
they're
to grow.
manages to take out his own repair station.
Can't hear him. Yeah, pick it up again.
Yep.
Bucknasty.
I don't even see a
about to get
rally.
surprise.
Seen it from outside. Someone-
Bloodbound just placed a rally. What a baller move right there.
Captain America. Really paying the price for one man in that.
Both helis right now for North Wolves are down. They like rammed into each other as they got shot down there.
Oh, BMP goes down.
Side Gunter and Brick versus Define and Prague. The radio's going down right across the road from each other. What a baller move here. Bob going down for North
Gunter
Wolves and
spots him,
to the radio.
but does he know that he's about to hit the radio? Found some lucky.
He sees the
Rally.
radio. I think he might have saw the radio just then.
Does he see the man? Yep. He was placed next to that, so John will be having a look.
You get anything down?
Yep.
There's nothing here.
You see Zima and Prov just looking around though. I think Ofer should see the hab right now.
Ofer,
He's putting a hub here. He's putting a hub.
it's just got popped up, he's calling it out.
Should be going for the man digging. Takes out one. Zima goes down as but I don't know how long that's gonna last with that pop going up on Stempney and that sort of swamp pop up as well. They're just gonna run right into it. They don't even need to know where it is.
Okay, direct on radio. There hasn't been another though. Ducky, Stink, Egden, looks like he's hit as well. Whiskey, hurt. Spotted.
Russian tank just took a shot towards a heli. He's
Booyah,
getting
gets a
himself
couple of hits
away.
into him.
Got him, he's dead.
Oh, Egden.
McFarland.
Ice Stink, drops Kronos. Trades, Brazen.
Save. Both wolves are going to push in.
Down.
24 seconds.
24
seconds.
Yeah.
Left in that.
North Wolves. Double. Oh man.
14 now. 12.
Double team kill. North Wolves.
9 seconds. 8 seconds left in the match. 5, 2, 1. And that's match right there.
GG, guys.
Like I said, guys, thank you for the watches. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, casting some more squad rivals. I'm casting tomorrow at 1800 UTC. Docs versus Bluefur. It's set to be a really good match. And I will catch you all later. Have a good one.